Welcome, YouTube friends and family, to today's budgeting adventures of the Wellness Homesteader. So, we've passed payday for those of us whose last name began with the letter C that received Social Security. I'll get it out, right? So, I had gone to the bank actually on the 29th. I get paid on the fourth Wednesday of the month, which is like the 26th, 27th. I think it was 27th for this month. So I did pull out money, and I pulled out a little bit of extra money. So just really briefly, this is not going to be as detailed, but I do want to share with you some things. I went through my bills, my budget that I wrote out for September, and made a teller sheet. So in other words, if my bill for electric, I was allotting $200. I put 2 hash marks by the $100 bill. And once I got through all of my budgeted amounts, I knew how much to withdraw and what denominations. So hopefully I did a good job here. And I'm very pleased, as I had shared with you all, I did do very well last month. This month may not be as good because it is a quarterly month. So what do I mean by that? Well, a quarterly month, and all I did was just sort out my money by denomination, is when, for example, my trash service is every quarter. It's $105. I did save back money last month for it in August. So now in September, I will have to probably make up the difference, but let's go ahead and start doing some bill stuffing. So which book do we want to start with? So I just have these little inexpensive little file folders. So let's start with food. And I allotted $200. Now, let me share with you. And this is I don't know my watch on. Okay. I think it's 9/2. Is it 9/2? It's 9/2. All right. Or is it 9/1? It's 9/1. So this is September groceries is plus 200. And so we'll put $200 in there. And then once we get done stuffing, I will pull out what I've spent already, because I did go to the grocery, as you all know. And I do like these little budget sheets. It just kind of helps. Household, I didn't allot anything. There's nothing I really need, like paper products or anything. A lot of times I will put that in with my grocery. I'm still trying to decide whether I want to sort it, separate it. Okay, let's talk a little bit about health. So, y'all, I have on the 11th my regular immunotherapy, which I don't even know if I'm going to be able to receive. I also have my health loan that is interest-free, that's $55. And then I take a medication that is prescription vitamin D that Medicare doesn't cover anymore. Wait, what? So in total, I didn't total this up, but I need 85, 95, 105. So let's put 105 in health. And guys, if I end up having to go in the hospital, it's going to be a whole lot more. $105. But that's the way it is. There's not a whole lot I can really do about it, if that's what I need to do for my breathing issue. Don't know. All right, so let's go on to personal. So for my personal, I am allotting $8 because I'm a big spender like that. September. $8. So that's so that I can have my Wendy's hamburger once a month. Woohoo, right? Used to be that, my lashes went into here and Lashes were $85 to fill in every 2 weeks. Do the math, it was very expensive. Auto fuel. I'm going to allot 60. I only filled up once in August. I'm doing 1.25 tank right now, but being Labor Day, I am not going to fill up. It will go down after Labor Day. Okay, September, I'm gonna do plus 60. Because I may need to fill up twice. When I have to go a lot to Beaver Creek, it really eats up the gas. Okay, miscellaneous. Guys, I'm gonna start a new craft. So I am splurging because I did well last month. And I am going to allot myself $200 to invest in supplies for a new craft that I'm going to do, that I will be selling once I get good at it, I hope. And so that's what that's for. All right, continuing on here, we have electricity. Y'all, it's discouraging, but 200. And I've mentioned that, let's see, September. My electrical supplier is going to raise delivery costs, so not the cost you're paying for the electricity, it's the cost to get it here. Because yeah, we want to buy electricity but leave it with the company. It's very frustrating, y'all. I'm hoping with unplugging the Philco and unplugging a lot of things and being very mindful of what I'm using electric wise, making sure that I'm not using my dryer any more than what I have to, trying to use some smaller appliances for baking. Bread machine is cheaper than the oven, etc., etc. Okay, gas. Now, hold on, guys. I pull it off here. I already have my gas bill that I'm gonna have to pay today. I allotted 55, and it's actually 52 something, but we'll put 55 in our deposit envelope when we get to that point. So I have not had my AC on for probably 10 days. Now we're gonna have a little bit of a warm up that may make it a little tougher, but I'm just really trying, y'all. I don't want to be miserable, but I also don't want to waste if I can help it. Okay, let's grab our next binder because it all won't fit into one. And you know what? Let's do the black one first. These are my regular monthly bills. The pink one is my sinking funds. Okay, trash. So for September, I have to put in, let's see, 105. Now, the thing is, I mean, that's how much it will be, but I already put in 35 and saved it, so this is where things get a little murky for me. If I run short, then I'll know why, that I didn't budget for that. Okay, Amazon. Let me tell you, I did budget a little bit for Amazon. I budgeted $20 because occasionally I have to order a little something that it's more economical than going to Walmart or than having to pay for a minimum delivery from Walmart. So we'll put some money in there. Cell phone is 142, 120, 40, 1 and 2. And I've shared before, that is for 2 separate cell phones. I pay for my son's, and we get new phones when we pay off our old phones because we both rely on our phones. So plus 142. All right, next is pets. Okay, the chickens, I think I told you, I found 2 bags of feed. Uncle Steve just did their straw, bedding, pellets, all of that. So don't need anything chicken this month. I definitely will in October. But Frankie's going to need his orange Imes, so we're going to give him $20. You have received a new service message. All right, guys, let me 9/2 September plus 20. Let me see what that is. Telling me I have a UV security home cameras everywhere. I also have ADT. It was just an update, so we're good. All right, next category is internet. My internet just went up to a cool $100 from $98. So we'll stuff that. Where we really get into the money is when we start doing taxes and insurance. So some of these may not seem like huge bills, but if you add them all up, it adds up to a huge amount. Okay, lawn care, $240. And guys, I can't mow my grass. I don't even own a lawnmower. I can't mow my grass because of my back on a riding mower and my lungs and et cetera, et cetera. So this should start going down, but I'm always paying a month in arrears, so I already know that I had 5 mows, and that's how much I'm gonna need. Let's see, 9/2 deposit September 240. Alrighty, water sewer 43, and that takes care of our ones here. So we'll see if I did this right. Y'all, I know this may seem like a lot of work, but I have to tell you, it's really helped me become a lot more aware of my spending. All right, home security is 55. That is my ADT. And I have the bill right here. I have to pay that. So we'll start taking money out after we stuff it in, but I should have had this done September before now, but I don't. All right, so that's like our mostly regular bills. So let's go on to our sinking fund. So what is a sinking fund? A sinking fund is money that you're setting aside in anticipation of receiving a bill that probably comes on a cadence that's different than a monthly bill. So like a quarterly bill or an annual bill. So the first, let me give you a little update about the homestead exemption. I have to send them some more information. I have to pick up some information from my financial advisor on Tuesday. Lord willing and the creek don't rise. And then I'll get that back off to them, the Greene County Treasurer, and hopefully get some approval. So they sent everything back and said, we need all this financial information. Okay, well, you didn't ask for it the first time, so how was I supposed to know? All right, property taxes. $375 is what I need to lay aside, at least as it stands right now. So this will be my second month putting something back. Last month I only did $300 because that's all the money that I had. Let's see, September. This month is a little easier. Okay, insurance. It was $247. It's now $188 a month because I raised my deductible. I have not gotten my refund, but I'm thinking that maybe I should put a little bit more in. I can already tell my amounts are wrong. My denominations are wrong. So let's, now I'm running out of monies. Let's do Sorry, guys. That's 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. Let's try 200. And we may have to pull a little bit back out of it if I don't have enough for all my bills. So 9, 2, September, 200. All right, car maintenance. Guys, I need to lay aside the money for an oil change. I don't think I'm gonna need it for this month, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put the money in September, which I need to put in $45, and then I have that money sitting there for when I'm ready to get an oil change, and that's nice. And that's the only maintenance that's due upcoming. Okay, now we have a few other things in here. So let's see what we didn't pay. Okay, one thing I don't have on here is car insurance. So I think I'm just gonna put it in my insurance. And that is $97 a month. And it is due in May. So we'll just put $100 in there. And like I said, we'll pull this out at one point and when I'm gonna go make a deposit. All right, groceries, household, eating out. I did my medical, did my car, gas, electric, water, sewer, trash, landscaping, cell, internet, Amazon, ADT, Frankie. So, all right. So I have some extra here. I have not put any in Christmas, and I want to do that. I haven't put any in subscriptions in my Amazon Prime renews in January. Savings, I'm okay, or emergencies. So, let's put $100 into Christmas. I've done about half of my Christmas shopping, and I'm going to be making some things. So, happy about where I am with that, but I would still like to have a little bit more. The other thing, I need to allot some for, I'm going to put it in my lawn care, for Steve to do fall cleanup. Fall cleanup. And I'm going to put 135 in there. So that's my budget. That's what I have left. Yeah. So, so I will go online. I'll pay my 2 bills. I'll take the money that we just stuffed. I will put it in this envelope, is how I've been keeping track. I do like the place to keep your monthly receipts. Guys, the system, I know it kind of seems like a pain, but it's really simple, and it's making me very much more aware. So what am I going to do in the month of September to save some money? Well, I'm going to share a few ideas with you, so I hope you'll stay tuned. Y'all. Well, September is the one month of the year here in Ohio where our energy usage can be really low. And it can be in October as well. We do sometimes have the Indian summer or the second summer or whatsoever where it'll get really hot. But my hope is now that we're into September, I can go without using heating or cooling in my home. And sometimes that means, wearing a 3/4 length sleeve, but shorts, and a tank top underneath because you got to shed clothes during the day, or you have to really bundle up and wear your shacket, which is a thing, right? So socks, house slippers, things like that to keep you warm, always a really good idea, because once it starts to get cold, y'all, this house will chill out and it's pretty cold. So that's number one thing. Number two thing, and y'all, I hope that you don't mind me saying this, but I like to have a side hustle. Although I love doing YouTube, YouTube does not pay me what I'm worth. I mean, it can sometimes take me 3 months to earn the $100 so I get a check. Not sometimes, often. I'm trying to do a little better with that. This has been a rough year with the cancer and the breathing issues and such. But I have this new craft, guys, that is so awesome. It's going to be great for you all to order if everything works out like I hope it will, because they are called snow globe mugs. If you don't know what they are, look it up. But I should have all my craft supplies in this week to at least, I'm going to make one for my kiddo. Shh, don't tell him. He never watches my channel. It's fine. And he knows I'm kind of interested in this. So I'm sure he's like, where's mine, you know? I thought it would be really neat to do some faith-based ones, some homesteading ones. And I want to be able to do them quality, but at a price point you can afford. I'm also going to be making bath and body products that will be very affordable for stocking stuffers. There will be more sewing, y'all. I just needed a break from just sewing. And as you see, I've still got craft supplies to put away. I need to do some housework. I got some stuff to do, y'all. But coming up, we will have more crafts. We will have cooking, some economical cooking too. So that's the other thing I'm going to do in the month of September to save a little money. Even though I stocked up, I am going to do more cooking from scratch. I've been making all my own bread. Guys, that saves me because I eat a lot of tomato sandwiches in the summer. Uncle Steve's wife brought me some things from their garden, so that's going to stretch my food budget. The third Saturday of the month, I can go to the food bank, but honestly, guys, I don't need to, and I'd rather leave those resources right now for somebody who really needs it. Now, when we kick over into January and I have the deductible starting over, I may need the food bank. I've used it before when I was waiting on being approved for Social Security. No shame in using benefits that you've paid into, that you've supported, and that you have a genuine need for. I just don't want to take advantage of something that I don't need. So that's kind of my money saving ideas at this point. In the month, it's very early. It's only the 2nd, now that I figured out what day it is. So let me get these bills paid. And I plan on seeing you a little bit later this week with all kinds of exciting things. We're going to do some cooking. We're going to do some crafting. Who knows what we're going to get into, right? And I may be talking to you from my hospital bed. So I do appreciate your prayers, guys. I'm not dying, but I will tell you, my oxygen gets really, really low when I'm having an episode, and it shouldn't be. I'm on 40 milligrams of prednisone, which is a humongous dose. I should be flying high. I am not sleeping. I will share that. Got a whole 3 hours last night. So, see the dark circles? Yeah. So anyway, the reason I say hospital is not because I feel like I'm critically ill. It's because of the possible need for some IV therapy. And, you know, I've shared before, I've still got my port. And I don't know if I could do home infusion. It sure would be nice. I think I could infuse myself, but they may not want me to. I may not want to. I don't know. I just hate leaving Frankie and the chicken girls. And it freaks out my kids, so don't tell him. All right, guys. If you'd do me a big favor, go ahead and smash that like button. Drop me a comment below. Are you considering cash stuffing? Even if you're using Monopoly money or some imitation money, what is your best September money saving tip? Drop me that below. I'd be very interested to hear. And until I see you again, be healthy, be well, be blessed, and take care.